crazy person.
Oh, it's a crazy person.
Oh, it's a crazy person.
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, he's a crazy person.
Yeah. Welcome to the Moves with Chilk podcast. I am your host, Chill. Today we'll be doing our. I'm looking at David, and he's just mocking him. Hey, at least they're.
Why you always trying to do the stroke with your brain?
Yeah. Today we'll be doing our Attack on Anime, Attack on Titan,
Attack
episode.
on Screaming.
Yeah.
Not as much screaming in the last 3 episodes.
Bullshit.
Not as much. Not as much. There was
I've
some.
never been so excited to see Eren punched in the face. I was like, yeah! Get him!
As always, I'm joined by David, Lee, and Colton.
What's
What's up? How you boys doing tonight?
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
Great.
Awesome.
I'm great. He shut his mic off.
You're always
That's
great,
all
David.
That's all we got.
You're always great, Dave.
I feel like shit.
Well, the first episode we're going to be talking about was Can't Look Into His Eyes Yet. Eve of the Counterattack.
New intro.
Part 1. New intro. You guys like that?
Yeah, I liked it the
Yeah.
first time I watched it.
Yeah.
It's
like,
shorter.
it is. And then you get a little bit of like the German.
I might have skipped.
He may have skipped it all 3
Totally
times.
skipped it all 3 times.
I might have.
Yeah.
I might have skipped.
That's all right. That's all right.
Listen, we just wanted to get the
action.
episode. We wanted
Trying to get to the meat and the
action.
potatoes.
So
We're still waiting
Still waiting
We're
Yeah.
still- we're
for the
still waiting.
episode.
for the meat and the potatoes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, all the action. We didn't get any of
I
that.
wasn't expecting a courtroom scene, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Loosely.
Eren brought before a military tribunal that will determine his fate as a soldier for humanity. The military police regime wishes to thoroughly investigate Eren's Titan nature before killing him to appease the people, whereas the scout regiment wishes to investigate and make use of Eren's Titan's powers in an upcoming scouting mission. After a heated debate from both sides, it is decided that Eren will be handed over to the scouts. So I think this episode kind of gets started off with we're back in the prison. We have Erwin and we have Levi and of course Eren. They're just kind of like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take you in and what's going to happen. We're going to take you before a tribunal and, you know, it should be good. And I think Eren putting his faith into senior most scout members that he knows of at this point in time. And he's like, oh, I should be fine with this. You know, it'll be fine.
They're all a bunch of lunatics is what they are.
Yeah. And we also get introduced to the leader of all of the units.
The premiere.
Yeah.
He's a interesting fellow.
Everything falls under that dude.
Right. I mean,
all the,
they all seem like a bunch of like super educated people.
Yeah.
I'm like, golly.
Educated for where they have.
I guess. I mean,
Take your pick of the litter.
I was like, well, they sound stupid. They sound stupid. They sound stupid.
Yeah.
All these people sound
Let's
stupid.
kill our one weapon.
Right?
That has killed all these Titans, and sure, he wasn't controllable the one time, but
Right.
you know, like it's a new thing.
It seemed like that was the first time that he even knew whenever they brought it up in court. Oh, was it true that while you were also defending these people that you took a strike at Mikasa?
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
like,
maybe
"Oh,
he just always
didn't
wanted
know
to
that,
hit her.
you know?
Maybe she should have stayed back like he told her to.
You're right. I mean,
So-
I could see her being a distraction to him as a Titan. You know,
Yeah.
You always
So-
got to look out for her.
I also love Levi kind of coming up, and you get like 2 or 3 debates with the merchants talking about why they should, you know, destroy him. And
fat asses.
yeah,
Were you worried about the people or just your profit?
I like Levi's like literal. I don't care about anything.
yeah. This is all
His
bull crap.
eyes. Say
His
it.
eyes,
Like
yeah,
that's
like
all.
idiots.
Like you look at his eyes and it's like, yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He does not
No.
give a fuck.
He kind of does appease to them as well, which is smart because he's like, well, think about it. If we clear out this next ring, then that's just more land for you guys to be able to use, which means more profits for people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, money. Okay.
Oh, money. I
Yeah.
like money.
Eren just, well, if you guys are going to talk about my faith, then I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about everything.
No, my
And then he starts
God.
screaming.
He really starts screaming.
But hey,
Use me!
there's a silver lining because Levi proceeds to beat the
Oh,
shit out of
beats
him.
the shit out of him, and I cheered the entire time. Not because I don't like Eren, I just don't like him when he yells.
Yeah.
When my kids yell, I want to beat them. I don't, but I want to.
Right. I
Yeah.
get that. I get that.
Drop him off.
Listen, sometimes they let this just
back
loud
in one
noise
piece.
out of their mouth, and it's like I black out for like 2
trigger.
seconds. Like
Just a trigger.
yeah, and then I get mad, and they're like, "Sorry, Dad." I don't know how many times I gotta tell you just not to scream randomly.
Just got to get it out.
Kids.
Yeah.
Got all that energy in there.
I guess,
Got to
man.
get it out.
Yeah.
I think this episode, just to kind of wrap this episode up, basically Levi convinces, like, hey, he could have turned into a Titan at any point in time, too. And Lee and I were kind of discussing this earlier as well, where Levi doesn't know whenever he's kicking the crap out of Eren.
Right. I was like, uh-oh.
Is he going to turn into a Titan right here?
Yeah.
And then, like, nobody in that courtroom knows. I don't even think Eren really knows that, he's not going to turn into a Titan right then and there. And
Yeah.
Levi is just kind of like, see, this guy took out 40 Titans in his Titan form, and I just kicked the crap out of him. I said, so are you guys going to be able to take him out, or are you guys just going to entrust him to me? And that kind of seals the deal.
We
for the
also
court.
got introduced to like the wall.
Yeah,
cult
The wall cultist.
The
Yeah.
cultists, yeah.
that had
The wall
no one had
is
paid any
sacred,
attention
right?
mind to, and then all of a sudden the walls were
Must
falling.
be
So
destroyed.
now they're like,
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
He must be destroyed.
and then we get introduced at the end of it to who's the crazy chick? Hanji.
Yeah.
That's the
And
science lady, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
like, open your mouth at the very end of it, and she's like, your tooth grew back.
Your tooth, yeah, because
Yeah.
during the beatdown, Levi
Kicked one tooth out. That was the first hit.
and she
I was
picked up that tooth, and she's
That's
like,
evidence,
so
or
I
that's a
got it.
sample.
So,
It's like infinite tooth glitch.
right.
like, that's always good. Oh my god.
What was that about?
Episode number 15 is Special Operations Squad Eve of the Counterattack Part 2.
I dug this episode. I liked it.
I thought you would because it's a lot of lore dump. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Eren joins the Scout Operations Squad of the Scout Regiment and is taken to an old scout base where they will prepare for an upcoming scouting mission. He meets with his squad mates and learns of the Titan research performed by Section Commander Hanji. The next morning, the scouts learn that Swanee and Beanie, Hanji's Titan test subjects, have been killed. As the scouts wonder who is responsible, Commander Erwin asks Eren who the true enemy is.
My boy.
Yeah, he's a
Look at me,
creep.
Not as
my boy.
creepy as the.
Yeah, over here sniffing them up. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I was like,
dude.
I was like making a pizza in the other room, and Lisa's like, "What the fuck?" And I like look over, and this dude's just all
problem.
and all, this dude's
Just in his
all
ear, just-
nose up in him, just.
You smell good, boy.
I do like.
I love
she's-
pre-ordering.
She is crazy. I mean,
I
obviously.
think everybody in this unit has got something wrong with them.
I like them saying that basically you haven't made it past her yet.
No.
And then he's asking questions, and they're like,
Oh God, here she comes.
and they just leave. You just see him in a line, leave
Yep.
the room, and leave her. Yeah.
Now
and
you
he's
fucked up.
I love also that she kind of gives away some of her theories on how everything kind of works.
She says she kicked a head of like a 4-meter one or a 6-meter one.
Didn't weigh
And
anything.
it was like kicking a balloon. You know, like
Yeah.
it was like kicking air. I mean,
Same way with all the limbs once they're severed.
Yeah. Super
And
interesting.
they all grow back too. So, and then she's also talking about she's had test subjects that she's had where she's kind of going through a process of elimination and just like basic test on these Titans.
Pain test,
Galaxies.
hunger test,
Pokes it right
night
in the eye.
test.
And she
yeah.
she cries while she does it too. Like
Yeah,
it
because
hurts
I
her.
think she.
Well,
you
it's
can tell
weird
that
because
she
you had
feels
you
bad.
had different results for different Titans. One felt no pain and just sat there.
One got tired at night, one didn't.
Yeah, the other one, looked like it was in agony when she shoved that thing in its eye, which was,
Understandable. I mean,
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
it might hurt just a little bit.
Yeah. So she's kind of going over this, and she does feel a lot of sympathy for, putting these tests out through these Titans and whatnot. So, and I love this. He's like, well, I want to know everything that you know about these Titans. And then it shifts up, and it's night, and then it shifts to day, and the sun comes up. And then Aaron's just like, he's just
yeah.
dead tired. And she's like, and that's about everything I know. And
She bubblegummed you. That's about all I know about that.
That's about it.
and he goes,
Make Titan stew, Titan
yeah.
Titan chops.
Eren goes, yeah, I learned all that in training. There's absolutely nothing new that I learned from any of this. So, and then we get immediately, the alarm bells ring, and we run out, and both of Sanji's newly captured test subjects are just dead.
Just skeletons.
Yeah. Erwin comes up to Eren and says, so do you know who the true enemy is here? It's kind of what we get.
I don't like everyone.
You don't like Erwin? No? Why not?
Is that the sniff guy?
No,
No.
he's like the
He's the commander.
leader, the straightforward,
He's a douche.
no nonsense,
That's it.
blonde Ken doll.
My judgment, character of judgment tells me not to like him. At least yet. They haven't given me anything to make
Reason why
him.
not to.
No,
Like
I think
him.
give me.
I think he'll
reason not
die
to
pretty
like him.
soon.
Probably.
Put Levi in charge.
Yeah, I like
Got-
Levi.
Levi knows how to get shit done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Number 16. What Needs to Be Done Now, Eve of the Counterattack Part 3, and it's after the 104th cadets are investigated concerning the deaths of Swanee and Beanie. They are presented with the choice of which regiment they will join. Commander Erwin informs the cadets of the Scout Regiment upcoming mission and urged for them to join their cause, and many cadets become official scouts. Eren later reunites with his friends and learns of Marco's death. 1 month later, the scouts set out for the Kalanath district.
The Kalanath district.
I mean, they could have
The High
named it
Kalanath
something
district.
not hard to say.
Set out from the Kalanath district on the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission.
All right.
So-
That works for me.
All right. As long as you're saying it, not me.
As long as you're saying it.
So this episode's kind of just catching up with all of the rest of the scouts, and they're basically just confirming, like, oh, I want to be...
Going MP
I'm
all
going
the way.
MP, I'm doing this.
MP
and-
all the way.
Yeah.
Me inside that wall.
You're right.
You with Annie.
Die
and
later.
Yeah.
Annie and Armin have kind of an interesting conversation as well, where she says,
If you were ordered to die, would you? No, I wouldn't.
No.
And you're not a
No.
good soldier.
Nope.
Annie's, yeah, I'm just kind of over it. I'm going to go to the MPs. And
Right.
Armin's like, I've made the decision long ago that I'm going to join the scouts and I'm going to do what's right for humanity, basically. Eren learns about Marco's death and he's kind of devastated about the whole thing. And this is right. Confirmed that they're going to be in the scout unit.
Right.
So, and then we go to Commander Erwin, kind of gives a little speech beforehand, and he's like, all right, well, this is your time to decide, MPs, Walrose, scouting unit. For those that are looking to join the scouting unit, I'm just letting you know that not everybody's going to make it.
About 60%.
And that's
make
being
it.
generous.
And he goes in great detail about the upcoming mission. Sorry.
You shut down.
Did you buffer?
Well, I was trying to think of, he basically tells everybody, we have this Titan, Eren. A lot of people hate him. We're going to go around through Kamarath district, or what did we say?
I also don't understand why everyone hates him.
Oh, Eren?
Yeah.
Because they're afraid
Afraid of him.
of Titans.
I
And they don't
understand.
understand anything
But-
because they're poorly educated
They-
because their government hates them.
It's true. It's true.
Wait, why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. I mean, I've never been to Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia,
That's
and
probably
all
getting
that plus. But whatever.
Damn, that
You see-
droppage you got there.
Anyway, Erwin basically goes through and he's like, we're going to be taking Eren, we're going to go to Shigamshina, and we're going to look in this mystery that we have. And he's giving all of these little details to all these brand new scouts, and everyone's just kind of like, even Armin's like, I don't know.
about that.
Why are you giving all the deets to this thing?
I don't know about all that
Yeah.
because I think we got a mole
Ooh,
There has to be.
think so?
giving information to the Titans.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Can't speak.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely more to the Titans. There has to be.
Well, there has to be with the colossal and the wall breaker.
Yeah.
Right, so-
I mean, there has to be an overall, either someone in charge of
Intelligence.
them or there's a reason behind them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
When are we going to figure that out? When are we going to know all that?
Season
You'll see.
Season 4.
There's only
for last episode,
yeah.
final episode.
I promise it's not like that.
canceled.
It's I cancel it. So
right in the middle of the episode.
they're
The
actually getting,
Titans are this. Roll credits.
they're Santa's helpers.
Damn it. They're like
knew
elves.
So there goes your theory buster. So
It was all a dream.
yeah, it was all
I
a dream.
swear to God. I swear to God.
And it wasn't even Aaron's dream. It was
Nope.
just some kid in
It was just some random
random-
It was
kid.
yeah. It was
St.
Some
Elsewhere. So
random peasant.
Just some random hobo by dumpster
It
or
was,
something.
it was actually Yamcha.
no.
yeah,
It was actually
Dream.
Yamcha.
When he got knocked out,
Yep.
and he was laying there, he dreamt,
He
all
dreamt
of
the
Attack on
entire
Titan.
Attack on Titan.
And then from the rest of the series, it's just Dragon Ball.
Yep. Just jumps right back into Dragon Ball Daima. So
There you go.
I like that theory.
Yeah.
any other theories going forward?
I still think the central government is to be held accountable for
Okay.
most of the problems with this universe.
Yeah.
At this point, it's not even a theory. It's just like,
I mean, we have talked about obviously. I think the wall one and the the armored one.
Yeah,
I think they're like Eren.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't know what.
Right.
Why.
What they are or why?
Who.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, the wall one, right, disappeared right there.
Yeah.
So someone had to have been there.
Right?
I don't know.
Why can't we get a witness? Damn it.
Can I get a witness?
Any other final thoughts? So we're getting ready to go, and we're going to watch episode 17 and episode 18
Yes.
for next week. All right?
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Seemed
well,
like an hour.
Yeah.
But it's actually next week.
It's
Yeah.
actually next week. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys then.
Oi, oi.
See you later.